pole options are a bit long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. Pole. Hang on, I've got another app open. I'm trying to figure out how I do this. Copy, paste that in, yeah. Oh, thank you, love. You mind making me a coffee? Would that be right? Thank you, darling. Guys, I've just got to get a poll up. I've got to paste all the stuff in. It's kind of a bit of a muck around. Just take a moment here. Select the thing. Oh man, this would be so much easier if I had a tablet and stuff. But hey, you know, you work with what you got. As I always say on here, you do what you can do. Otherwise, you know, you come up with everything becomes an excuse why you can't do things right. You know, you can always find a reason. So that's what we try to avoid. And okay. Now if I close the Google, how do I minimize that? I suppose I can just do that. All right. Oh, we're almost there. Sorry, guys. I have to work out these polls. Yeah, going okay. Had to go back to rehab. Well, that's all right, eh, Tanner? It means that you're still facing it, right? It's still part of that process, man. Hey, Nicole, yeah, going all right. We're gonna have a bit of a reshuffle of the garage. Yeah, move stuff around and all that, just so I can. Basically, we got to get this car. Back on the ground. Susie's car has a flat tire as well, so I need the jack from under that. I need to move this car forward. We've got to move the ZX14 inside because we trail it at home with a blown motor. So we're basically going through. The ZX14 is like I can't spend. I've got this stuff to that. Like I can't really fully fix the ZX14 right now, but I do have the 1200 there, so I can fix it. We can fix up the old 1200 since the 1400 is blown up. So we'll probably basically today's plan is going to be get this motor out of the way. I'll bring this car in further. This is ZX14 there with its blown engine. So I'll just get that inside and probably park up the ZX14 where this is, get this out, and just sort of put them side by side. I'll move all this crap around. But do read the pinned comment, guys. It is like a body double stream, so the idea is you get stuff done too. As you can see, I've got plenty of mess and problems. This is a project car I'm building. We've got the ZX14 there that's just blowing its motor. And we've got this one, which I'm probably going to drag out of the corner and we'll fix it up, eh? It needs tyres, chain and sprockets. It needs a lot, but it'll, yeah, we'll see how we get on. As you can see, there's always stuff to do here. All right, so I'm going to show you the need to look at it. Well, we can't look at it yet. No, the motor's just knocking. So yeah, I'll fire it up when I bring it inside, maybe, if you stick around. But yeah, the motor's not happy. Feeling much out of the rehab and sober living. Got my room. It's nice and quiet here. Way better than I was doing 2 months ago. And so that's fantastic, Tanner. That's what I love to hear, bro. I mean, like, I still face the battles, bro. I'm still, every day, I'm like, man, like, my dream bike's just blowing up. You know, mentally, I've had a hard couple of days, but, like, ain't gonna fix itself, you know. So you just keep going, right? That's what the channel's all about, is getting through stuff. So, like, I've got to turn up and get through it, right? So. Hey Daniel, yeah, happy Sunday to you, mate. Happy Sunday, Monday morning over here, as we all know. I live in the future. So yeah. Tear it down and repair it now. It's getting a lot of views. Yeah. We might tear down some of the ZX14. We'll see how we go. Maybe get some lights on and stuff because we've got so much screen glare from outside. I'll figure some stuff out in a minute, guys. Yeah, if you've got stuff to do, that's what these streams are for. As always, you can chat about, you know, mental health, depression, procrastination, all that stuff. Keep the comments flowing. It does help the algorithm. If you guys are chatting, chat amongst yourselves, whatever, right? But do try to keep it on, you know, progress and what you got going on. Maybe talk to some other people in the chat. You'll find some people with the same kind of interests as you and stuff, right? Yeah, up to you guys. Let me get some lights on. The ADHD's kicking in. Bloody transmission oil everywhere. What a mess. I haven't done anything in here since we pulled that motor out a couple of days ago. Might be 3 days ago now. So, been a bit hectic. This oil's going to be a heck of a mess. Use up all my rags, I suppose. I'll make this pole a bit smaller. Seems to be taking over the screen. There we go. Look, on the bright side now, you'll learn how to fix it. Yeah, the ZX14, I'm really considering putting another motor in. Like, I can fix the engine in it. But it's like, it's the fastest production bike ever made. If I'm doing 200, 300 kilometers an hour on the thing and the engine fails, I'm going to have problems, right? So yeah, we're just going to start clearing up. I've got to move this car engine and stuff, and then we'll get the ZX14 inside. I'll fire it up for a moment. You'll hear it knocking. But I need to get the jack out under the stairs. I've got to tie up the gearbox. We've got to do all kinds of stuff. So I've only just got in here. So if you're just joining us, it's the weekend for some people. Or, you're putting off tasks on a Monday morning like me. Doing these streams to try and motivate and inspire them. That if you need any advice with mental health, procrastination, ADHD, any of that, I do all that too. It's all part of it. But I've got to get the work done. I can't be one of these YouTubers sitting doing chat streams all the time, right? I have to put in the work. So this is where we do the work, and yeah. Hope you're all doing well. Say hi if you're new. Say hello. I will see you. But I am buzzing around doing stuff. But don't be afraid to chat. There was a CC Yamaha rode on the back once and thought it was a rocket. And you're wild. Yeah. Those old ones were pretty wild, man, for their time, for the suspension and stuff, and those motorbikes, bro. They the guys racing some of those old two-stroke 750s and stuff, bro, they were nuts, man. Those bikes, they weren't anything like today's motorbikes, right, as far as stability and that. Alright, what do I need to do here? I'm going to use my brain for a moment. Oh, I'm still waking up for the day. My lovely lady's bringing me a coffee, I believe. So, where are we at? And if you're new here, I did just build this garage, right? There was no garage here. I've built the garage myself with, no idea how to do it and stuff. So just working stuff out. But I do move you around as I go. Illicit Kush, hey, how are you, bro? How are you? Yep. So for the moment, I'm just gonna just buzz around. I'll move you around in a minute. Let me just think about what I'm doing, because I've got to get this. I've still got the box in it. So we've got to tie up the box, we've got to clear this whole area over this side, and then we'll get the bikes. And I might actually tie up the box and take this car out and just bring the bike in for today. So yeah. Read the pinned comment, guys. It's like a body double stream, right? Like if you're avoiding going into your shed, you're a bit lazy about something or whatever. And the bike key. Thank you, love. All sorted. She's found the bike key and it brought me a coffee, so that's good. I'll get on to, I'll change out that tyre on your truck. Do you need to go out soon, or?
Oh, no rush.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll sort it at some point today. I'll change her. Been an interesting weekend for us. The motorbike blows its motor, then she comes down, picks me up, and then her truck gets a flat tyre, and it's life, man. It's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's right, still got the little 250 here. Still got this little... Susie's learner bike, so I guess I'll ride that in the meantime as I ride the little learner bike. Oh, Alright, I suppose I better get on with it. I'll move this car out first, it's going to be the best option, alright. Coffee's there. So this is, ADHD trying to be a mechanic, It's good fun. You have to tie this gearbox up to the top of the tunnel here. So just when I take the jack out from under the gearbox, obviously it's not on anything, right? So I'll strap it up here somewhere. Cool. Alright. So the first thing we'll do is jack the gearbox all the way up to the top. And then we'll stick a ratchet strap on it. Watch it's not tangling any of the looms and stuff. Cool. we go. Fun to get into. It's pretty high up actually. Hang on guys, I've got to get the other phone out of my pocket, it'll be a good idea. Just reach on the side. I think we could just take this whole thing apart actually. Start again with it. Oh, getting those colder winter mornings here, it's starting to head that way. Optimus Prime, hello bro, how are you? I'll check the chat in 1 second guys. If you leave a message I will check it. I've got to focus on getting the work done too. Yeah. So usually I'll go like from that side, find a hole there. Once you got that hooked, run it through the starter motor hole. Kind of gives you something. What am I thinking here? What am I doing? Let's just go. Let's do it that way. Come on. Allow me to feed it through there as it's happening. There's a little gap here. There we go. There we go. A bit long like that, ain't it? Around there. Get through the loop. That oil, oh no, that oil swimming will be from the torque converter as it came out. Never mind. Right, that'll keep it happy. And we've got a starter motor stuck in here as well. That's all. Excellent. Really need some sawdust or something for all this blooming oil I've got here. I don't think I have any. Unfortunately, I don't really want it on all the tyres. I don't really want to use it on my new rags either. Always bloody something, hey? It's always something. It's just the nature of vehicles, right? check this chat, guys. But don't want to neglect you over there. What are you doing? This looks dodgy, bro. Oh, it's tying the gearbox up, man. It's tying the gearbox up. It's not dodgy, it's bloody, that's standard practice, mate. That's I know some people would just let it hang down, bro. We gotta get this car out of here, just so I can get the ZX14 inside, because it's blowing its engine. So we'll be working on the motorbike soon. We're just having a garage tidy at the moment. But do read the pinned comment, guys. Do read that. Know what I'm all about here. If you're putting off tasks and stuff like that, you want some motivation, you can, if your dishes look too daunting, you can see me crawl around and do all this shit. While you do something a bit easier maybe, or whatever. You decide where the value is for you, guys. Whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? Yeah, I've got a hell of a mess of gearbox oil in here from this bloody car. Right. Here we are. Just got to get this car out, that's all. Wrecking all my rags. I've got all these new rags and I need to use them to clean up them in oil. Oh well. I just don't want it landing on the tyres and nothing but thick oil if I can help it. Clean the rest of the floor after. Alrighty. Alright. Don't leave oily rags in a garage. Just FYI. They catch fire by themselves. Venom GTS. How's it going, bro? How's it going, man? Yeah, so just getting this car out of here at the moment, bro. Move this engine over. And we're going to have to clear up this side of the garage. And I'm just going to set everything up here, move everything around. Because the ZX14 blew its engine. It's done a crank bearing. So, might get out the 1200 in the meantime. Anyway, for the moment, I'll get the ZX14 in. I mean, I highly doubt it, but maybe it blew a spark plug out of a hole or something. But it definitely doesn't sound like it, right? But, I will look at it, of course. So, we'll see how we get on. Cool. All right. I'm just going to get this on the ground, tow it out, and then we'll get the bike in, Yep. All right. going to put the engine cross member back in too. I don't know how well you guys will see any of that. Right, hang out anyway. Got to get the steering shaft back in because I've dropped the engine cross member to take the engine out, right? Get the steering shaft back in. Wheel strap there. See on the cock spring, those were one to the right. So there. Running out of limbs. Running out of limbs, guys. Hang on. Come on, get in. Cool. So the steering shaft back in, so at least we can steer it. Here we go. Cool. Give me something to talk about, guys. What's going on? What's going on apart from me crawling on the ground? Just set the cross member back in. Will be this means I can steer it. I can move it around out. So there's nothing worse than a car that doesn't have its steering hooked up as far as trying to move it around. So you can be lazy with it, but I prefer not to be. You know. It's that little bit of extra diligence and something, that little bit of extra effort. You know, it's all about building systems, as I say. Get a bit more on that. Yeah, then we'll get the, once this is out in a minute, we'll get the motorbikes in and figure out what we're doing. It really ruined my weekend. I tell you what. Boy, I tell you what, ruined my damn ammo, sunshine, and my lollipops, man. Give me a moment yet. Okay, Flipper. Here we go. Oh, shit. Don't laugh, you'll cry, right? You gotta enjoy the process. Imagination. Alright. Cool. Good runnings. Good runnings. Still Sunday here. Got some more work ahead of me. Yep, for sure, yep. Yeah, the motorbike blew up, so this has still got to get done and stuff, but just for the moment, I'm just going to get the motorbike inside, and then we're going to decide if I'm going to... We'll start tearing down the ZX14, but I think I might park it up for a while. I think I'm more likely to fix the 1200. It's sat there for a long time. So I think we'll get out the 1200. That bike hasn't run in years, but I think we can do that as a quicker option. Then I'll fix the ZX14. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, do read the pinned comment down there, guys. It'll tell you what you need to know about the channel. Yeah, we just hang out, and I try to help people with procrastination and stuff, you know, putting off tasks, depression, any of that, right? Have ADHD and autism myself, so I'm just going through the motions each day, and I try to share what I learn and all that, right? So if you like that, let me know. Yeah, we got back okay. The engine on the bike blew up coming over the harbour bridge in Auckland, so right before it, so the engine was knocking, and I just got over the harbour bridge, so I wasn't stuck on the side of the highway. But yeah, it was an interesting experience, but on the plus side, it didn't throw a con rod out the front of the motor, it didn't throw oil all over the rear tyre of the bike and crash, so, you know, nobody crashed into me, nothing happened, right? It's just a failed engine, so it's not the end of the world. It does suck though, but anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to just press on, I'm going to get this car out of here so we can get the bikes in. Of course her truck with the flat tyres in the way too. Of course it is. Oh man. That didn't work. That's not going to plan right now. Nah, I'll have to buy a whole heap of parts and stuff. Yeah, we'll have to see how we go. Well, that's the problem. I was wanting to pull this car out right now. I'm just trying to think how I can do that. So the truck's there with a flat tyre. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Press on with the work, guys. As always, you know, read the pinned comment. I do come and go, so let's do sort this out. Such is life. Keep on, you know, just keep swimming, Dory. Just keep swimming. See, we blew up the motorbike motor. We towed the bike back. And we have a flat tyre on the truck. We've got a flat tyre on the truck as well. And a blown motorbike engine. And the project car I was building, I had to pull the motor back out of it. That's good. Things are going really well, guys. Good. I'm loving it. Alright. Oh. The midget drove it last. I mean the missus. It's the wrong keys. Hang on. How are we all going? real slow on this flat tyre, that's all. Tyres are rooted anyway. It's just I need to tow this car out to put the ZX14 in, so I'll do is in the room to put the jack there later without moving it again. About there will be good. Yeah, exactly, Lightwood. Yeah, it's a figure out what one's the most viable, really, right? I think with the ZX4, I mean, again, the ZX14, I'll pull it apart and then we'll try and figure out, what's actually going on with it. This is the everyday, just lifing, man, just lifing. I've still got to pull the gearbox out of my truck, that still hasn't happened. But hey man, this is what I mean, this is what I talk about with the channel. It's not really about cars and fixing cars. For some people it is, for others it's people who, the body double side of it, right, to get work done or whatever, so yeah, we talk about a bit or whatever. Yeah, such is life, man. Get in the big old gilt. Which key is it? I can never blooming remember. No, not that one. Why is the key not going in the blooming? Get in there. Oh, might help if I use my keys. Fuck, I'm an idiot some days. We're in. The old Land Cruiser, mate. Day for it, mate. Day for it, mate. Right, old gilt. Got oil pressure in it first. Ooh, yeah, the batteries are getting a bit sad, I think. Batteries are getting a bit sad in this old gilt. Right. Yep. So we need to get this inside, so I'll drag this car out and worry about fixing this thing. And right. You have to put you guys in the garage for a moment. Hang on. That's it. It is very difficult streaming this stuff, guys. Like trying to, you're trying to do two-handed stuff all the time, and just the holding the phone is a problem. Hope you're going well, brother. But I'm just gonna probably leave you guys here, get this stuff done. I'll bring the bike in a minute. I haven't thought this through, have I? How am I going to get the bike from there? Yeah, alright. Alright. 300 ZX Nissan. Can't park there, sir. Valve train, but nah, it looks like oh, it sounds like it's going to be a big end bearing knock, bro. Yeah, the car's Nissan Fair Lady, but yeah, it's the car motor's fine. It's the motorbike that's given up. He goes. So, give me a moment here, guys. Give us a moment. Mate, might need to round up the misses for this one. G'day, advice guy. How are you, dude? Hello, hello. Justin? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I get the motorbike in at the moment. It's a bit of chaos here at the moment. Yeah. Here's my. So, I'm only going to run it for a moment, but you're going to hear what it's doing. Alright. Broken. Very broken. Alright. Hello, hello. Yeah, it ran out of oil, bro. Had oil when I last checked it. Haven't ridden it much, but the oil all went somewhere. It was a bit low when I last checked it, but like it was like sort of low to mid. It wasn't all the way full, and I hadn't ridden it much. In all honesty, I'd say it's me trying to rush too much, me trying to do too much, me trying to think about everything else and not doing the most basic things. Like, you know, I can rebuild engines and all that. But, you know, ADHD, I forget to, you know, check the oil often enough and stuff like that. So hey, life lessons. You know, I did that to an engine, you know, 20 years ago. So, oh well. There's a notice to check your oil level today, folks. Just a reminder. Oil sump pump, yeah. Yep. So, here's what it is. Just keep moving things around and keep at it. Where should I pop this motor? Because I think we'll bring the other motorbike out of here. I don't know yet. I'm still weighing up what I do, guys. It's hard to think and do YouTube live at the same time, I tell you. It's a very interesting perspective. What do you have some of this stuff, man? Oh no, that's all bad. Yeah, exactly. Like, it was alright, and then it started to knock, and I've only ridden it like half a mile to get somewhere to stop. But I'm more likely to put another motor in the ZX14. You know, you don't really want to. Yeah, this bit iffy to repair it. I could do. We'll see. We'll see what it is. You know. Just try to clear up all this chaos from this car a bit. That's what it is. There we got the other bike. So that's the bike we're probably going to get out of the corner. Ooh, that one. All the bits of the car we just take apart so they all stay together. really should get some sawdust or sand or something for the garage floor, eh? What should we do here? What should we do? Just going to reshuffle things a bit as always, guys. This is how it goes. See the bike there and stuff? Oh yeah, cool. It's probably a bit better. Cat litter works good for it? Oh, okay. Oh, not hours on that, but it's over 100,000 kilometers. So it's got about 62,000 miles on it. For, you know, a 600cc bike, that would be a lot. With a 1400, they're pretty low strain. It's just, yeah, it's been burning oil apparently. Doesn't appear to be smoking, but obviously it's at some point it's burning oil for it to go be out of it, you know. Otherwise the oil would still be full. So that's what it is. So yeah, we're probably gonna park up this one. Yeah, I might tear it apart a bit in a minute or something again. I'm just having a clean up at the moment, and I'll worry about it from there, you know. As I say, you know, not all the work on here is the exciting stuff, you know. It's kind of the life lesson of discipline and stuff, you know. It's 90% it's gonna suck, and 10% reward, and that's alright, you know. You just gotta. That's why I do the streams, you know. I'm gripping through it as well. I don't want to be doing it, but it is what it is. If I've got to do it, there's no point putting it off, right? Damn oil everywhere. Yeah, some cat litter was definitely a good idea, I think. It's a bit crooked, but you guys will be right, I'm sure. Those blocks of wood. 28 yesterday, getting old, I guess. Well, congratulations, bro. Happy birthday. Made it through another year, bro. So, happy days. Alright. Clean up this floor a bit more. And we'll worry about the bike. Let me see, guys. Find the broom, wherever that is. Yeah, definitely like wood. You're not wrong. Not wrong. So both have aluminium blocks now, yeah. Yeah. Usually the alloy or magnesium. Some of the magnesium. But yeah, pretty big garage, yeah. Oh, cost me about $3 grand. Just bought it used off Facebook. It was a pile of pieces on a guy's lawn. He's like, here you go. I was like, cool. And then I copied some of the brackets and stuff and made it a bit bigger. Had to get them all engineered and stuff, but that's alright. Not a major. Alright. I think I'll turn the bike around for the sake of filming purposes. I think it'd be better if it's around the other way. Otherwise the lighting's really crap. I don't want to pull the ZX14 apart. How long have we been on for? I figured I would do it like a couple hours. So it's taken an hour just to clean up the garage. Enough to get in here. Alright, hang on. Hang on. the question is do I fix this? Or do I fix the 1200 over there? The black one, we'll see. I'd say I'd most likely fix the 1200, guys, to be honest. Move this, Susie's on 250. So I might put this one out for the moment. Yeah, I prefer the Japanese bikes, definitely. Can't do here. I'm just gonna sit down for a moment, you guys. Catch my breath. Where's my coffee? I've got the rest of me coffee here somewhere. Good. We'll figure out something with this thing. Absolute chaos, mate. So we got this to sort. Gotta get the engine back in that project car. I'll probably change out that gearbox rather than adjust it. I'll see how I go on that. Yep, as you can see. Got that one going on. I need to drag that Ford Fiesta off to scrap. There's the house up the hill there. Gotta get that built. There's a lot to do, as always. Right. Yeah, I do prefer the Japanese bike. I definitely like the style of some of the Italian bikes and stuff, but they're just extremely unreliable. I know I'm saying that while I've got a blown up Kawasaki, so, but, you know, he had a good run. And it was most likely just, I should have checked the oil more often. It's obviously been burning oil and I hadn't checked it for a while, so it's my own dumbass fault. Accountability, it's my own dumbass fault. I won't find that on too many YouTube videos, so, you know, if I screw up, I'll say so, you know. I'd say that's what's happened. But, I guess we'll probably all go apart. Yep, get on with it shortly. I mean, I don't know. I'm weighing up if I pull this apart at all, because it would probably make more sense to park it up in the corner. Like, I can pull the tank off it, I can pull it to pieces and look at it right now. I can pull this apart and look at it right now when I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 99.9% it's a crank bearing, right? But, you know, has it just spat out a spark plug or something and that's bashing on the coil pack or something like that? Is it worth taking the tank off now, having a look? At some point, yeah, I do have to take it all apart and fix it. But do you pull it apart now and have it in a million pieces? You know, as you can see, I have enough things in pieces, but I also need a motorbike to ride. So I think the easier go is if I get one back on the road, which is the older version of the ZX14. So that's like a 2001 to 2005. That's the 1200. So that was my old ride. So came from a father of a good friend of mine. His father passed away, and I ended up buying the bike and stuff. So it definitely needs to go back on the road at some point. It's sat there for years. It's not too much. It's going to take me a lot more time to fix the ZX14 than to fix that 1200. So, and the 1200 needs doing anyway. So the 1200 I wanted to fully strip apart though. I want to strip it down, repaint the frame, you know, redo everything on it. I didn't really want to rush put it together, but I mean, I can put it together for now and get it going again. Once that's fixed, I guess we'll tear it down fully. We'll tear the 1200 down fully once this is fixed, you know. Which bike would be easier to fix? Definitely the 1200, man. The 1200 was running. It needs tyres, it needs a chain and sprocket. You know, I already have the chain and sprockets for it. It has a leaky valve cover. I've been looking up those parts online last night so I can get those. And the tyres that I've just put on this bike will fit the 1200 as well. The question is do I go and spend $900 on fresh tyres for that? Or do I just take them off this because this is going to be parked up? I think I'm probably better off just leaving these tyres on and just round up a bit of money, make sure I can just pop some new tyres on the other one. How do you take your vehicles with you when you're traveling? If I'm taking the race bike out, it usually goes on a trailer, bro. But I haven't ridden it for like 3 years now. So, no, like... You can't take them all with you. I have about, oh, geez, man. Between cars and motorbikes, I must have about 20, 23, 25 vehicles, something like that. So. Need to cut them all down over time. That's the whole point. You know, this channel is, you know, I literally hoarded up cars and I've had a workshop in that, and now I base it all out of home and I'm trying to just clear out and, you know, I'll always be working on cars on the channel and stuff, but, you know, the idea is just to cut it down and just do some travel in the truck and stuff, you know, cover the mechanical, cover the work behind it as well, you know, but... So, yeah, I'd say we'll fix the 1200. This sucks. I just, you know... When I had the 1200, I always dreamed of having the 1400, and then it's failed. Well, I've failed, right? I should check the oil more often. I went on a trip down to the city. I should have checked the oil before I left. I shouldn't have been an idiot. But no oil like came up on the dash or anything. No warning on the screen. But still, I still want to take accountability that I should have checked that. You know, it's just how it is. You know, sometimes you make stuff up. It's just a $3,000 stuff up. There's a replacement motor. There's one for sale, and it's got 88,000 kilometers on it. And it's like, well, what's that? About 50,000 miles is the only engine available. It's got 50,000 miles on it. It's 3,000 New Zealand dollars. So it's, you know, it's about, I don't know, $1,700 US for another motor. Versus I pull it all apart. I strip that motor down. I check the crank bearings. I get the crank acid dipped and cleaned to get any bearing material off it, but like, what other damage has it done through the rest of the motor? Has it damaged the camshaft? Has it damaged the, you know, what else has it damaged throughout this bike that then this bike does over 300 kilometers an hour? It's the most powerful sports bike they even made until the H2. It's faster than a Hayabusa. This bike is known as the Hayabusa killer. So do I really want to be having an engine cook a bearing and put bearing material all through that motor and try and repair that and then trust it that when I'm riding it, right? Now the other question is you're buying an unknown motor with 88,000 kilometers on it from a wrecker. So, you know, but I trust that more than something that's cooked itself, you know. Hey, Busy, how are you, mate? How are you? Just doing a bit of a body double stream, mate. We're, you know, work with me type stream like usual. And, yeah, dealing with the broken bike. What would you be getting also? What do you mean, bud? What would you be getting also? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, either way, I've always really wanted to fix the 1200. But obviously, as I say, like I've got the project cars going on. I've got that car here. We just pulled the engine out of, right? I've just pulled the engine out of this project car again. That one. You know, that's the focus at the moment, is getting that together. But I am just spending today, just assess this bike a bit, make a decision on what I do. I think, honestly, the best thing is to park it up. The best thing for the ZX14 is to park it and bring the tripod down a bit. Well, hang on, everybody. We're going down. Hang on. The used motor. What would I get also? Oh, it comes with it's a complete motor with exhaust with the like it's from a record. It's a crash bike. You don't get the mufflers and stuff with it, but it's got the main part of the exhaust, all the electronics, all that kind of stuff. They're throwing that in. But yeah, it's $3,000 for another motor for this. So I don't have it. Again, I don't bullshit on here. Like I don't have $3,000 sitting there. Yeah, I could make it work, right? I can get $3,000. I can finance $3,000. I can credit card $3,000, but I don't want to do that. So I mean, I've got I can probably put $1,000 at it, maybe. And then that's what I thought is I can dump down $1,000 in the shop though, feed him a few $100 a week or something, and I'll have it soon enough. That is one option, right? Or the other option is fix the 1200. Because the thing is I'm still going to want to fix this anyway, right? If I fix the 1200, I ride that for a while. The next thing on the agenda is this, and then once this is fixed, then what do I do with the 1200? I don't know, man. Oh, that's alright, figure it out. Yeah. Okay, Plum Sauce. I don't do any of that here, bro. We don't talk crap, bro. We're here to read the pinned comment, bro. This is like a productivity channel, man. I help people with mental health, depression, procrastination, ADHD, all that kind of stuff, man. So this is just like work with me stream. It's not about really cars. Some people are interested in the car stuff, but for the most part, it's to inspire and motivate people, bro. That's why I do this, man. So, there's no point making silly comments. So if you just leave, bro, I'd prefer it. We try and help people here, bro. How about you go to somebody else's channel and annoy them? How about that? Respectfully, man. I'm here to help people with stuff, bro. And we're trying to just work through the stream, bro. So if you want to piss off, it'd be appreciated. Never had any association with any of that, mate. I am a simple country boy from New Zealand, mate. I am a lowly, wholesome mechanic with broken shit. This is probably the shittest situation I've been in a while right now, man. My truck's broken, blew out the gearbox. My partner's truck has a flat tire right now after we towed the bike back. The bike's blowing up. My truck's, you can drive it, but it hasn't got a fourth gear. It's just everything. And the project car I put together, I test drove it, and it had an oil leak, and the gearbox was slipping. So we didn't know the condition of that gearbox. So it's like, well, now I've had to pull the engine out of that, pulling the... So yeah, it's definitely a lot to stick my head down with. Okay, man. Well, how about you have a permanent ban for my channel? Because I don't want that kind of crap here, bro. Yes, you people like you just ruin people's channels, man. We come on here to try to help people, and there's good chat going, and we're talking, and you guys just with your bullshit. Please go elsewhere, man. Well, I don't need to ask now if I banned you. I did ask you respectfully first, but I don't know, maybe it's a bot. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, instead of wasting our time like that guy, or robot, or whatever it is, it's I think we'll get this other bike out, Get the other bike out. Sorry, old Gil. My bad. Alright, so we'll get this other one out. I'll see where I'm at with that. I got a Holby bar that one as well. I've got a customer who needs me to come. Like, it was probably going to be last week, but now it's looking more like sometime in the next week. I need to go do some stuff. Get 3 of these 300 ZXs running for him. He wants to get his one. He's had enough of them and wants to get his one sold. So, I've just been fixing his build his laser level as well. Well, I tried to fix it, but the battery's buggered, so we tested that. Found that stuffed. So. Yeah, you just got to get rid of people like that, eh? Hey, Bear, good to see you, man. Oh, I was wondering how you were, Bear. I was thinking yesterday when I wasn't streaming, I thought, I wonder how Bear's doing. How you going, man? Hope things are well for you, dude. Oh, man. I'll probably do another like half an hour, 40 minutes, guys. Then I'll take a break for an hour or something, and then I'll come back to it, right? Hey, love Rusky, how are you? So yeah, we're blowing up this bike, the blue one, and I think either I can sort of scrounge up $3 and put a motor in it right now. But either way, the 1200 has to be fixed. The 1200 is sat for years, man, and I've always wanted to get it on the road. So the 1200, that's the older version of this, right? When they stopped making that bike, then they started making the ZX14. So I had the predecessor. That's why my dream bike was the ZX14. But now its motor is bad. So yeah, we will fix that at some point, but I'm going to focus right now on getting this thing out of here. I think it's a good path to go, guys. I do work on my camera work here. It's quite a new channel, guys. I don't have all the fancy blooming YouTuber gear or nothing. I don't have any fancy stream software. I don't have 5 different camera angles or something. Sorry, but, if you like the content, do subscribe. Read the pinned comment there. You'll know what the channel's all about. What we do, it's just try to keep a good vibe, try to be productive and that, Alright, so I'm going to get this thing out of the corner. Its fairings are pretty smashed up and stuff. That's alright. It's a good machine. It's just the chain and sprockets were stuffed, and I wore out the tyres on it to the point I couldn't ride it anymore. Like, when you see the tyres on it, you'll see what I mean. I'll show you. Stick around, I'll show you. And you'll go, you were riding on that, and I'll go, yeah, and like all my motorcycle mates, you'll go, you're absolutely crazy. I mean, it started to slide around a bit in the wet. It wasn't the best, you had to be careful, but it was alright. All these little gearboxes here. The gearboxes weigh about what I do, about 75 kilo each. Flip them over. Hey, Superfly, good to see you, bro. Made a lot of progress, bear. That's awesome, bro. Riding the damn it train lately. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, finally got that project car together. And then it had the gearbox just isn't shifting. There's a problem with second gear in that gearbox. It's not something, it's just a gearbox I had and I put it in. It was a gamble, and the gamble didn't pay off. Sometimes it does, usually it does. Sometimes you get the old bad one. So you pulled the motor back out of the project car. And then after pulling all that out, I still took it out, and then there was a group ride on in the city. And I was like, look, let's take the big blue beast down. We'll take it down to the city, have a good day, go for a group ride. For like the first time in 20 years, I thought, I'll go for a little group ride, right? And then blew up the motor. And then my missus came down with a trailer, and we towed it home. And now her truck has a flat tyre. And the thing about the truck having a flat tyre is it's got so many flat tyres that they will not repair these tyres anymore. They're like, we've done 2 puncture repairs on them. We're not willing to repair it again. So now we're up for 4 tyres on that truck. That's $1,500. We're up for a new motor for this bike, $3,000, right? And in the meantime, I'm trying to get that going. You just start to see the money fly out the door, It sucks, but like, there's no point me being depressed about it. As it says in the pinned comment of the channel, guys, like, this is what I do here, right? It's about, like, yeah, I'm kind of eating shit right now with everything going wrong, but this is where you drag yourself up. This is where all the discipline from the workouts I do and stuff transfers through to, actual progress in life, right? So we'll get through it. It sucks, man. It sucks, but I'll make it work. But I've been pretty blooming depressed yesterday about it. Just like, man, I just need a freaking win, bro. So. Rode mine to the point I could see the air in the tyres. I like that. Bob Saget. That's alright, like, as I say, old me would get very stressed by this stuff, right? And just be like, oh my god, I give up. And that's how I felt yesterday. It's just the old me was trying to, when I was on stream and the bike broke down waiting for a tow, I was all good. All the way home, I was all good. The moment I got on the door, I was just like, fuck, man, like really, like, you know, I'm alright. It's alright. I got the frustration out of my system and, you know, I'm back to it. You know, I just needed a little bit of a break after all this going on. A little bit of a break. You gotta listen to your mind sometimes, not the negative stuff, but when you need a bit of a rest. Yeah, I got it, bro. So yeah, we're getting out the 1200, bro. I'm gonna fix up the I'd say we're gonna fix up the 1200, but again, I'm gonna get this out. We'll have a better look at it first, because the last time I tried to start it didn't go. Maybe the carbs are gummed up. Maybe, yes. Well, I'll have a look at it. We'll figure it out. Always figure it out, mate. Soak up a little bit of that oil there with the dust. Why is the phone buzzing at me? Why am I making vibration? But yeah, I'm gonna, before I really get into the bikes, for the moment I'm just gonna park them up where the car was, but I'll clean out this area more and we'll get them set up over here, I guess. The bare necessities, simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. So, the old front tyre we took off the 1400. I kept it for put it on that someday. So, I guess I don't know. I might put 2 new ones on it. I might just put that on the front and get a new rear. Do that way. Do it Venom style. As Superfly says, do it Venom style. I still need to sweep this floor. As much as it's a crappy little wood floor, having dust all over it bothers the crap out of me, and all the dog footprints and clay and whatever, but it does make my autism happy, right? Because I want everything to be like perfect tidy in here, but you know, you can't really do that. You can't really do it. Right, get the old Yule out the corner. I'll make sure I put all the motorbike stuff together. Race suit there. Just in case you're wondering if I'm slow on a racetrack, that's the knee slider, alright? Everybody happy now? Am I doing it good enough yet? Alright, good, good. It's got airbags in it. They're not, the airbag unit isn't in it right now, but it has airbags inside the suit. Crap. Man, I need to learn to clean up as I go more. Really. I might build this bike as a street fighter. A street fighter would be you leave all the fairings off it, right, and just put a headlight on the front. Give it that more badass kind of look, but we'll see. My original plan was to put like not full dirt bike tyres on it, but like a really like gravel suitable tyre and use it to ride to town and back. But you know, we'll see how we get on. belonged to a good friend of mine. His father passed away, and it was a bike he talked about selling to me and stuff, and I really liked the bike. And then he suddenly passed away, and I bought it off the family. So, you know, at some point I want to do it up and get it, you know, immaculate. Like, it's got, this is all just from duct tape he put on it. You know, it's got a big crack up here and stuff. So, you know, but for the moment, I think we'll get it running, we'll get it on the road. And once the ZX14's on the road, then we'll pull this thing apart again and, you know, really give it a, make a nice job of it, right? We'll strip it down to a frame and redo it all. For the moment, we'll just get her on that. Get her running again. Right, guys, give me a moment here. I'll just sit over there, sorry. You'll be in the way otherwise. Don't get in my bloody way. Alright? Alright? Don't you get in my way. Alliance, doing okay, man. Doing okay. We got the ZX14, blew its motor, and I can't sort that right now. So, that one is broken. It's game over for the moment. So we'll get out the old one. Get out the old girl. Oh, reliable, as SpongeBob would say. Oh, reliable. Sorry, guys. Just a little interruption there. Oh, the old XS1100. Beautiful, man. My flatmate actually had one when I worked in the South Island. I worked a season of vineyards in North Canterbury, and he had an old XS1100. I rode it a couple of times. He ended up cutting off the back and making it like a custom bobber tail and that, because he was into his Harleys and that. So yeah, he did like a bobber tail on it. It was real nice. Look up on YouTube sometime. Look up XS1100 mini bike. And a guy got an XS1100 and made it into this little mini bike that's like teeny tiny, except it had an XS1100 motor in it. It's freaking mental. And he wasn't riding it slow. 1 AM here, so I saw you on. Awesome. Thank you for coming by, Supply. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Chicken Rampage, I like that name. How you going, mate? Hope you're well. If you wonder what's happening, that's the broken bike. Right, so that's going to be parked up for a while, and we're getting the old, this is the older brother, so that's the ZX14 2006, this is the 2001 ZZR 1200, right? See, if you want to see the builds of all these bikes, cars and stuff, guys, you know, this, you know, subscribe, and like I do it all on live, and hope to inspire some people. I might put this metal things behind my gym, up in the cabin, this metal wall paneling. It's meant to be like it's meant to have hooks put in it for like retail shops, but yeah, there's an idea there too. Anyway, let's get this thing out of here if I can. So, slide motor there too. Come on, girl. I know it's been a while. Come on. Right. Reckon we can get out of here? This is what slows down YouTubers instead of rolling it past, or maybe so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Move to 14. Nearly weebled and wobbled the wrong way. wavy bit. It's like a over 500-pound bike. Don't like it. Both these bikes are about 250, 260 kilograms, right? So they ain't light. And I've got to think about camera placement and stuff as well, guys. So. Somewhere there. Yes. Cash me in my shed, how about that? Cash me in my shed, how about that? Hey, what do you reckon? Oh no, mate, what should we go there? Hey, this is a nice old deal. Nice old machine. Can't hate my man, Vietnamese too good to be hated. I'll take that, bro. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people figure that out. You know, some people come in and troll me, like, or some people sometimes go, "Man, I came here to troll you, but you're actually an alright dude." So you know, I've subscribed. You know, I've actually had some trolls, man, sort of got through the message of doing something a bit more productive with their time, inspired them to chase their goals and dreams and stuff, man. That's what the channel's all about, really, right? It's like overcoming depression, ADHD, and that. And for some people, obviously, it's just me working on cars, right? People scroll onto it, they find it interesting. So for me, it's the channel is still very much, I want it self-improvement based, in a way that we can talk about all that as we go, and that's the lessons in what I'm doing. But there's also the clickability of like mechanic stuff. And I was like sitting in the caravan chatting for 3 hours or something, and it's like I'd rather be spending 3 hours working on this. Yes, it's slower to work on vehicles and do a show, but it's still a lot more productive for me than I was driving myself crazy sitting there waiting, you know. Keep up the great streams. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, doing good. You're in Las Vegas. I got a good friend, Celtic over in Las Vegas through YouTube. So yeah, this was my best mate. This was his father's bike. Yeah, I was living out at their place at the time and stuff. His dad passed away, so we ended up with the machine. The 1400 is broken, so start doing something. I think I'm going to need to change the angles here of this bike, eh? Where should we put it? So you guys can't really see it too easily. Oh, I guess that'll have to do, eh? I don't like it like that. I don't like it. You know what? 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 What? This will do, eh? How's that? Is that a bit better of a view for you guys? Oh no, it's probably a bit hard to tell what's going on in that, right? These lots of bits and bones in the ground. Yeah, like sitting still, bro, was driving me crazy. You know, I'm trying to talk about motivation, productivity, and you almost feel like you're. Well, I was trying to, basically, my brain was trying to tell me, it's like, well, you're talking about being productive, making good use of time on YouTube, and I was kind of justifying, like, I'm sitting and helping people, and I was still getting a lot done, but I'd much rather be just streaming this in the garage and make it work this way, right? Hey, Gravity Core, how are you, brother? Hey, Grav, you know how you said about how I got that 300 ZX running? And you couldn't and all that? We've had a slight issue with that one, bro. So I've had to pull the motor out of it again. So, and now the 1400 blew up the other day. So that, we've done a crank bearing on that, so I'm going to park that up. And it's like too much for another motor right now. And yeah, it's just easier. I need something to ride, so I'm going to get the old 1200 going. That was, it was my mate's father's bike. And it's sat for a long time. I really want a full rest of it, but for the moment, I'll get it running and riding. And once the ZX14's going, I'll strip this thing down. We'll strip it down to a frame on live. You know, we'll redo the whole bike, along with cars and whatever, right? As I can, you know. I'll get this bike running now. I might not tear it apart for a couple of years to restore it. We'll see. I've got enough in here to keep me going for 10 years, right? I'll just bring Susie's machine in, guys. Hang on. Get the Mrs. machine in here too. Oh, where are we? Fit on the floor there. Fit there. Go there. Alright. 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 I don't know. Alright. Let's bring hers in. But this is what I'll be riding for the moment. A little 250, I guess. Now, everyone's like, bro, you don't need to fix any bike. You could just be riding the Mrs. 250. I'm like, yeah, I can ride the Mrs. 250. That works. There's only one slight problem. This is a 250 learner bike. I'm 6'2". I don't really fit on it. Sort of, you know, they tend to on it, but you know, it's a little bit small for me. Little baby bike. We'll park it in a little baby bike. Now, why is the stand hook all the way back there on this thing? Stupid. I don't like it. I don't like it. 99 problems in my vehicles are all of them, right? That's a pretty accurate assessment. I've got 99 problems in my vehicles are all of them. I don't need to... Where can I put this damn bike we're trying to work on? I'd prefer to keep multiple bikes in shop, but I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Oh well, I tried. Chat, I tried. Where's that? Everybody comfy? I might need to move the pole over there. There we go. That's better. Is it better? No, I don't know. I kind of like it there. How many votes we got there? 22. 22. 22. What? How big's that bike? That one? So that one's a little, it's just a 250cc. It's a 1400. And this is the 1200. Alright, now where the heck am I at on this thing? I guess we'll find out. Blow the dust off it. Do you want to go? You guys want to come with me? Come with me. Come with me. I'm not used to doing this on the stream. Anyway, come with me. Come with me. Come with me. You'll be. My spidey senses are tingling. She'll clean up, mate. She'll clean up, you know. See the blue glitter in the paint. Hang on, you can't really see the blue glitter in the paint. Hang on, it's got blue glitter in the paint, you see? See the glitter? As you can see, she's had a bit of a hard life, this one. So, it's got the same brand of aftermarket mufflers as the 1400. Yeah, we'll dust it off, clean it up. But yeah, I wrecked the tyres on it, and that's when I stopped riding it. As the chain and sprocket was skipping a bit. The teeth were starting to get a bit, as you can see there. See how the teeth are pointed, they're curved. So this chain and sprockets were stuffed. The chain was run out of tension. You know, I haven't ridden this thing in years, but I just didn't care. I just rode the heck out of it, right? The rear tyre was sort of still alright. But the front is, well, it's no good now. Oh, actually, that tyre might be alright to ride on for a week or two around here. I'll get a last little bit out of that, surely. She's holding there, she's a good tyre. It was the front that I stuffed. Not bad for a 1200cc machine, you know. We'll do 11,000 RPM on it. Yeah, they got fancy home, yeah. This is the front tyre, you know. It's all through the wire. So that's why I stopped riding it. Because I've worn out the front tyre on it. This is thread. So it was about that point I saw that and I went, should probably stop riding it. It doesn't have any tread on it. So it's like that the whole way around the tyre pretty much. So that's why she got parked up. But now that that's broken and that's a bit small, yeah, it needs some care. We'll get it done. Unfortunately, I don't have a water blaster anymore. That broke, so it's got to get better at this whole YouTube thing, man. I'm trying my best. Let's have a little. You guys sit here. Hang on, just give me a moment. All right, just give me a moment. Let's do a little. It's like cleaning a house or something, right? A little quick beautification goes a long way, right? So let's hang on. I'm gonna set everybody up nicely here. So let's just give it a little bit of zhuzh up, you know, because it was all dusty, like it's all bloody horrible. And we'll just give it some love, if I can find some polish. Polish, not polish. Polish. Where is my polish? Oh, I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Where is it? Where are they? Reminds me of old Duke Nukem 3D back in the day on PC. Where is it? Dash cleaner. No, I don't want dash cleaner. Where's me polish? Headlight polish? No, we don't want headlight polish. We want normal polish. What the? Where did I see all that? Hang on. One moment. Can you guys sort that out, please? Sorry guys, 10 bits of chaos at once right now. Postman showed up, so soft drag here. Is this the postie? Oh yeah. Don't remember. My dad showed up. Right, there we go. Look, we'll just get that dust off. Here we go. How's that? I'm all ready. Nice. Again, I'm going to give it a cut. So we're going to put some polish over it for now. So It's like cleaning your kitchen, right? You put everything on a side table. You put everything on a side table or something, so you get the surfaces clean first, right? Then you go from there. But you know, for a dusty bike, I can't water blast. I can't make it perfect right now. But if I can pretty her up a little, wax on, wax off, says Mr. Miyagi, right? Wax on, wax off. Leave that for a minute. They don't make this polish anymore. It used to be they'd make a specific polish depending on the colour of your car. So they'd be red or blue or something, right? And they'd make a colour cure polish to fill in all the micro scratches and stuff. As I say, it'll get cut and buffed and stuff, or it'll be repainted. But it'd be nice to see a bit of that blue out of it, you know, a bit of that colour, bit of the colour. Oh, I'm seeing it, chat. We're seeing it. As I say, just before we try to get the thing running and all that, I don't think I have any petrol kicking around to get it running actually. So that'll be a mission after I change the missus. She's got a flat tyre on the truck and her truck's in the way of my truck. So once I fix that, I'll go up the road a bit later today. Let's go. Let's have a little. Here we go. Whoa, look at that. Look at this show quality. Show quality. Not bad for a 25-year-old bike, eh? Definitely got a lot of scratches in it and that, but that's alright. It's alright, chat. Not too bad, all things considered. Yeah, man. You are going to struggle to see the blue pearl in this, I think, but... Come on, give me the polish. Give me more. Okay? I'll zoom that out, eh? I'll zoom it out. 39 likes, this is mine. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate it. I hope some people are getting some stuff done while I'm on here doing this. This is a bit more of a... You know, when I talk about, you know, sometimes you want to put in a little reward activity between tasks and stuff, right? So we spent like an hour 45 cleaning up the garage, moving vehicles around, all that stuff, right? And this is like a, you know, it's going to give me a quick visual bit of progress. It's like if you've got a messy room, you don't try and clean the whole room, or it looks like you're making no progress, right? Whereas if you make the bed and then you put all your loose clothes and box up all your stuff and put it on the bed, then you can vacuum. You've got this whole clean room, and then it's just don't mess it up putting stuff away, right? But it gives you that real quick visual progress, you know. Can't get into most of this stuff, but yeah, anyway, we're not going crazy at it. We're just trying to give it a little bit of a zhuzh up, mate. You know, bring back some glory of the old girl. What do you reckon? I reckon it's a good way to go. Good bit of, you know, then every time I come into the garage, it's not a dusty, broken motorbike, right? It's something you know, it's like if you wake up in a messy bedroom, you've immediately signaled to your mind what kind of person you are in the morning, right? You've signaled that you're not a person who can keep that tidy, and you know, and then that affects your mental health and self-esteem. You're like, you know, I can't even keep my room tidy, right? So that's why the first thing you should always do is, you know, make your room tidy and stuff like that. It's like day one self-improvement has changed your environment a bit. Yes. As I say, sometimes the things on here are a bit boring, but I enjoy doing a bit of polishing, mate. Because everything you own has a duty of care to it, right? Like if you have a dog, you have to feed it, you have to walk it. You know, everything you own essentially ends up owning you, right? You're committing your time to it. So if I might buy a motorbike, like, you know, I'm committing to servicing it, looking after it. I'm not committing to, I just want to ride a motorcycle. You know, this is where we start avoiding the work. You know, you've got to understand, if you're going to take something on in life, if you're going to go into something, you need to understand that it's going to take work. It's not just going to be sunshine and lollipops. There are going to be difficult times. Having an interesting conversation in his kitchen, like he still does it, but he puts it off, he procrastinates it, and avoids it, because he doesn't deem it of enough value for his time to bother cleaning up his kitchen and that. Like, he goes, I could just outsource that. He's like, you know, I said, well, that's like outsourcing, you know, it's on the edge of outsourcing, you know, brushing your teeth or having a shower. I said, you know, the moment you've got past something you cannot do yourself, you're like, oh, my time's worth more, I'll just outsource so someone else can clean my kitchen. And I said, there's more to be learned, rather than you go down and work on, he wants to go down and work on his cars and stuff. I said, there's more to be learned in facing doing those dishes yourself and overcoming that. And there's something you don't want to do each day and you're doing it, right? There's a lot more power in facing that thing and just doing it to grow you and grow your earning potential long term in life than to just outsource and go, I can make more money doing other stuff. It's like, you know, if you're already at that point, you would have already initiated and employed somebody to do that, right? You wouldn't be talking about it. So it's a very interesting conversation. Rebuild it. Yeah, we're not sure on the 1400. This one I'm going to get going at the moment. So this is the 1200, and the 1400's over here. Got the big blue one. So that one's wrecked its motor. So I think rather than pull it apart right now, I think I am just going to buy another engine for it, guys, because I just don't know what's gone through that motor when it's broken it. But at the moment, we're just having just give it a wee bit of a spruce up, mate. You know, so it just looks a bit nicer. This poor thing. A bit of a. Just give her a little. Get some dust off the old girl. What do you reckon? I'm getting better at this YouTube streaming stuff, guys. I'm getting better at this. You know, I'm building the thing. We had. I said no. I don't want the dash cleaner. No, I don't want it. Dash and glass. Cool. Got a bit of dashboard and glass cleaner. So just gonna, if the bottle works. Again, we're not going for perfect right now. I'm just trying to visually clean the thing up a bit. You know, makes it a bit nicer to work on. Get the old girl shining again, mate. Hey. I should have got the air compressor and blasted it clean. That's alright. Sorry guys, it's kind of as close as I can get yet to the machine. You know, isn't it nice, therapeutic to clean things? Gotta have joy. You gotta find joy in what you do. I hate cleaning, but you know, when it's something like this, you know, obviously. Wax on, wax off. Isn't that nice? Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Would you look at that? Just look at it. Yeah. Again, I'll go through it and clean it up a bit more, but at some point we've got to take the whole bike apart and restore it, so we're just trying to get it running for the moment. And, turn it into a bit less of a flimming dust bath right now. Hang on. Again, I'm just, you know, give it a little wipe down. You work on stuff that's filthy, it never looks, you know, you sit there and every time you look at it, it's like, oh, that's not motivating. And you spend 10-15 minutes giving it a little bit of a, you know, giving it a little bit of a, you know, wipe down, you know, make sure you look up the shaft. Don't miss the tip there. Don't miss the tip of it there. Cool little project. You work on ATVs. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, it's, my 1400's done a crank bearing, I think, so just working on this at the moment. Just working on this beastie. I'll pop that over there. That might be a bit better. Here we go. We'll just get a bit of the dust and cobwebs off it. I have already got the airbox off under the tank, like I took it off months ago, so we'll get there. It just wouldn't start up last time. I wonder if the carburetors have gummed up in it. I also don't think there's any fuel in the tank. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember how I tried to start it last time. I think I was trying to rely on it having the fuel in the carb bowls. So I'll have to get some more fuel for it. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Hang on. Yeah, I'll bring you with me. Always bring you with me, folks. Sorry, wrong button. Wrong button. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. go. So you see, she's a bit nicer now. A little bit of a the blue in the paint. You see, this is why it needs repainting. Obviously, you know, micro scratches all over it, or big scratches. But you can see it does have like a blue flake in the paint. Isn't that a bit nicer there? Look at that. Look at that. But like all this kind of stuff, you know, when I restore it, we'll clean up all that stuff. But not at the moment. At the moment, we'll just get it going. I want it riding. The brakes seized up a little as well while it was parked, so I took the calipers off it. Just because it was hard to roll. But yeah, the big girl's broken. The big girl's broken, and Susie's bike's... I mean, I can ride this to town and back to keep me going. You know, I can pop out on this. But I can't ride a little 250 very far. With my height, it is pretty small, guys. So... Oh, it's good to see you back again, bro. You can swap a two-stroke Briggs & Stratton motor into it. No, well, that's got 200 horsepower in it, man. So no, I wouldn't want to be putting a little 3 or 5 horsepower in it. I don't think that would serve us. But yeah, no, we've got the old 1400, home, but she's broken. So I'm just I think I'll just save up and buy a new motor for it. I don't think I want to risk fixing the one in it, but we'll see. See how we get on. For the moment, though, we'll bust out the old girl, mate. The old reliable. Old reliable. So this was, yeah, my friend's father's machine when he passed away. So it's had a hard life. You know, he'd crashed a couple of times and that. It's, you know, just stuff like this pack rack, you know, like it's got indicator lights in it and it's all, you know, hanging off. So we'll take off stuff like that. Got some nice mufflers on her, mate. You know, see? There we go. Some nice Delkovic. You know, you got to make sure you really give it a good, you know, sell it and get a postie. Nah, I'll hang on to this, mate. Got to hang on to this one. It's, you know, sentimental value, right? So that man guided me a lot. My mate's dad guided me a lot when I was a little shit in my 20s and argumentative little autistic little fuckhead. So, you know, he taught me a lot about life, man. So I want to take care of the machine, you know, make it nice again. But yeah, we'll take it. You know, I want to strip it fully down at a later date. You know, repaint all this stuff. You know, it's just getting a bit worn. The old girl, you know, it's had a long life. You know, it's 25 years old, this machine, you know, so. In fact, factory adjustable damping shocks. And, you know, I don't want to wipe too much into the paint. It doesn't matter too much. You know, it's all going to get repainted anyway. But yeah, it's a big machine. This is the fastest carbureted production bike ever made. These bikes are faster than a Gen 1 Hayabusa. They built the Hayabusa to beat this bike. And this bike, the first Busas had injection and this didn't. And even carbureted, this would outrun the Hayabusas. Then they made faster Hayabusas. So Kawasaki came back in 2006 with that, which is, yeah, known as the Busa killer, the 1400. Right, so that's where the change was on that. And just all this stuff, right, need to be, you know, it's all got to be replaced, cleaned up. I mean, a new brake lever is $20, you know, rather than fixing that up, you know. So that's where bikes get a bit cheap in that way, you know. Yeah, I get what you mean about the postie bikes, bro. Yeah, we used to have a good laugh. The Kiwi biker boys and that back on the forums, 20 years ago, we were having a good laugh with postie bikes and stuff, bro. Some people, you know, we were doing all kinds. Back in the early 2000s, man, we were doing all kinds of crazy stuff with postie bikes and that, bro, for sure. But, you know, it's 20 years later now. You know, this is reality of, you know, I've just turned 39, bro. Like, I've sort of had to change my view on bikes a bit and shit. Hang on, we're just trying to, hang on, everybody hold still. Stop shaking around, stop bouncing on the bed. Right? Just, can we zoom that out more? Or is that it? That's all we get. Alright. There then, how's that? As they will just wipe some of the dust off it, make it a bit pretty. How about that? Get some of the cobwebs off it, spiders, etc. tubes. But yeah, there's no airbox on it at the moment and stuff, so that's not ideal. Those fork seals I think need replacing. Yeah, that's not ideal. Not ideal, but it hasn't been running all over the fork. It's not pitted. It's just been parked up and stuff. Sometimes I don't like it, but I will get some emery paper and just clean up anything on there. It's going to be a better way to go. This bike once caught fire with me riding it. A piece of plastic fell from above there. It sort of came down. A bit of foam that was up there by the airbox, and the rocker cover's leaking on it, and it put a bit of oil onto the exhaust, and it went up in flames at like 30 miles an hour. But I got it out. I got it put out, so it was good. $39, damn man, you need a Vespa or a CB125, mate. No, I need a ZX14. I need the Mrs. VTR 250, ZX14 1200, and we've got a 1000cc race bike as well, man. Gotta have some toys. But I am cutting down on all the toys, man, over time. Yeah. You start to realise, you get very time poor otherwise. Give it a little wipe down. She's dusty old girl, mate. Big dusty old girl. How about that? Now, brown cow. I don't know. Yeah, so you go sit there somewhere, I guess. My pole's probably too small for most people to blooming read it. I don't know. What have I done now? How have I done that? Oh no. Maybe. Where's my chair? I'll sit in the chair for a moment. Probably change the Mrs. flat tyre in a minute, and then I'll go get a drink from the shops or something. Actually, I think I still have some electrolytes, pre-workout stuff. I should probably have that. CB125 for the old boy. Hey, I'm not that bloody old, man. I'm not that old. Now, you watch it. Be nice. I'm not that old. Mate. What do we do, eh? What do we do? I need to definitely get that unbolted. I already did. So I already unbolted that out of there from, it's like, where was the bloody seat release? I need the key. And I have to find the key, eh? Got a nut on the back of that? I think we do. I'm just going to get this rack off here, guys. Let's get that off. Let's get that off there. Should be 14, I would imagine. Most likely it's going to be 14, right? Surely. Won't be a 12. Nope. This is just like a luggage bag holder, right? But I don't want. I've already taken the other side off, so. You having fun? I'm having lots of fun, as you can tell. Joys of automotive. Burgundy Zimmer frame with the grips off an old frame. That could work, yeah. What about some pink tassels though? It could be a nice touch, right? Could be a nice touch. Exhaust hanging back on. Oh, we can get a pretty cheeky wipe down there first, eh? There you go. Oh no, don't lose the washer. Do not lose the washer, Spacer. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Everything's one more bolt mentality, right? Just get one more thing in there. So I'm just getting this done. I'm gonna have a break after this, guys. I'll wrap up the stream for a bit. You chill for a couple of hours, and but, you know, that's all you have to think as far ahead as, you know, you can apply it to anything in your life, right? But it's the one more bolt mentality. If, you know, you don't feel like working on something, oh, I'll put in one more bolt before I call it a night. Oh, I'll put in another one, you know. Let's just do that one little extra thing. Do something you just don't want to do. That's how you build the mind, right? That's how you overcome procrastination. Diagnosis. I think it's the big end on the 1400, bro. I'm not even going to pull it apart at the moment on the 1400. So yeah, I think it's done a crank bearing on that one. The little 250 is all right, but on this one, I think it's done a big end bearing on the crank, bro. Had low oil and stuff. Just me being a doofy, I hadn't checked it for a while, so I'd say it's obviously been burning oil. You know, it hadn't been that long since I checked it, which says that if it was burning oil anyway, the rings and stuff will need doing in it, you know. And it's just better to just do a new motor at it, right? No, I don't really do much in the way of burnouts, bro. Like, you know, the bike will gladly do it, of course, but it's pretty stupid. I like motorbikes for cornering and stuff. I'm not about showing off to other people or any of that. I enjoy the challenge of cornering them and stuff and riding them on track. One of the dumbest things you can do with a motorcycle is do a burnout on it, because you've got a curved tyre and you're going to burn out and flatten off the middle of it, which means that you're right. This happens if you ride a motorbike on a highway too much, is you flatten out the top of the tyre, and then when you want to lean it, rather than a curved tyre, you've made a flat bit with curved edges. So when you go to go off the flat bit, you go to tip it over, and it's very hard to tip over, and then it's like on a little triangle. It's on a little peak. When you want to keep it a nice smooth curve, right? You don't want to be roasting the shape out of the tyre. This is why I like motorbike tyres. Decent motorbike tyres are dual compound, right? So they've got a hard compound rubber in the middle, and then there's a softer compound on the outside. When you're leaning, it's a softer compound tyre that'll chew up a lot quicker. But you get a hard compound centre so that they don't wear so much on the road because you're mostly up. Yeah, you're taking that curve out and you're just flattening off the top tyre, you're squaring it off. And then it's not very nice to control. Whereas if a bike's got really nice, well-worn, evenly worn tyres, it's a joy to ride, you know. So, yep. So at the moment, I'm fixing up the 1200. We're just giving her a bit of a tidy up. We'll get the solder girl running. Now, I usually wear out front tyres, bro, more than the rears. We'll head off here in a minute, guys, but we'll have a wee chat before. I'll be back in maybe an hour or two, right? But we are going to wrap it up in a minute. But yeah, that one's buggered. So I'm just going to buy a new engine for it. They want 3,000 for a replacement motor, BMX King, from one of the wreckers, but that's got 88,000 K on it, which is pretty nice for a bike motor, but that's all I can really get. But no, so that's the 2006 ZX14. The model before it until 2005 was this. This is the fastest carbureted production bike ever made. Faster than the Hayabusas. And then the Hayabusas got faster, so then Kawasaki was like, we'll build this. So, the mighty 1200 here. But yeah, I've already got the airbox and stuff off it. I haven't run it in a while. It's definitely got no fuel in it, so I need to go and get some fuel for it. I got to change Susie's flat tyre first. Then I'll take her truck up the road. And then I'll find the key and get the seat off it, get the tank off it. Just check everything out and then throw the tank on. We might try, I want to try fire it up today. Make sure she's happy. Yeah, given her, it's not perfect. She's a beat up old girl. This is a Yeah, my mate I used to live with up these ways, BMX King, bro. It was his dad's bike when he passed away. So, I can just lock down, have no bike for a while and focus and fix that right now. But I would like to, get this thing going, or it'll just sit forever. I need a win, and I think this will be a good win. As you can see, like the front tyre, I've completely threaded all the way around. So, yeah, I wrecked that front tyre. That's why I stopped riding it, because the front tyre was too gone. Yeah, it's a bit slidey. It would start to slide in the corners, obviously, right? Because they had no rubber. Nah, yeah, well, again, bro, I don't like to wreck stuff, bro. It's just going to cost me money, and they're doing burnouts and skids, and if I do it on the street and the cops catch me, I lose my life. So this is what I mean about, you grow up as you get older, right? As I say, I'm 39 now. At first you're telling me to get a postie bike, bro. And now you're telling me instead of a postie bike, I should go do burnouts on the big bike. It's got to settle down, mate. We're going to lure BMX King into one of these cars soon. I don't know if he's still here, but we're going to lure him into one of these soon. I've had to take the motor out of the twin turbo one again, the project. If anybody wants a Ford Fiesta shell to build into a rally car or something, it's that. Here's one for BMX King. This could be BMX King's ride. Okay, this one BMX King you can have for F4, bro, because it's had a smack in the front. But I'm probably going to chop the front off that. If I ever made a drift car, I'd lop the front off that one. There's this nice little beastie here for you, mate. 4-seater. There's a 2-seater one over there, mate. There we go. Hey. I've got to fix my truck as well. My truck there. It's wrecked fourth gear months and months ago, but I've been doing everything else. But again, it's like, I could have been doing a lot more. I wasn't motivated enough. Or, I wasn't not that I wasn't motivated enough. I wasn't disciplined enough and started to get distracted in that. So I just got to make sure yeah, dirt track. Oh, yeah. Yeah, could almost build a dirt track one. I have seen some guys build them for that. But again, bro, I don't know, man. Just motorsport's expensive. I'm not too worried about doing motorsport at the moment. That's why I haven't ridden the race bike for a while. Like, I'm more likely to get the race bike back on the track for a couple of track days at Hampton or something. Do you have electrical bicycle, electric bikes? Nah, none of that yet. Nothing electric. Nah. Hey, Wolf, how are you, dude? How's things going? I'll let the dogs out for a moment, eh? Come on, puppies. Oh, Alliance headed off. Sorry, Alliance. I missed Alliance's goodbye. Why don't I have a... Well, I don't know. I've got a... Electric's pretty useless to me out here, mate. I'm out in the country in the middle of nowhere, and it doesn't fit my lifestyle at all, right? It doesn't fit my lifestyle at all for what I do. I drive big diesel turbo trucks and stuff just because, what I do. I have to tow cars and that. There's no electric option that will actually do any of that. And even if there is, it's $100,000. Like, an electric bicycle isn't any good to me. I live 10 kilometres from the nearest town at least. And it's all gravel roads, There's no point in having an electric bicycle or something. Electric motorbikes you can't even take on a racetrack in New Zealand. They won't let you take it out because if it catches fire, they don't have the equipment to put it out, like, stuff like that. 46 likes. Oh, we're famous. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. Nearly 50. Yeah, I'll be taking a break in a minute. I'm just going to head off, spend some time with my partner, maybe have some lunch or something, and I got to change out her flat tyre, and again. But yeah. As I say, that's what the channel's about, guys. Like, I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to keep going on this. I want to give up on all the cars and stuff. Walk away and lay on a beach in Hawaii or something. But that ain't life, That's where you have to snap out of that depression or that. If you're waiting for motivation, you're going to be waiting a bloody long time. If you rely on, hey, I feel like doing what I want to do. I feel like doing this stuff. You'll fall into the stuff that's easy distractions, right? And you just end up wasting your time doom scrolling and shit. Versus like, I don't feel like doing this stuff, but it needs to be done. Otherwise, I'm not going to progress, right? So, 47 likes now. Thank you, guys. Oh, 3 more. Can we get me to 50 likes? If you don't know how to do that, just double tap on the screen. You can poke me in the eye a couple of times if you like. How you doing, puppy? Yeah, we'll start to wrap this up in a minute. And yeah, I'll probably do another stream today. Probably try pop on for a couple in about 2 hours or so. I'll probably do another live. So just make sure if you are subbed, you go to the channel and put the from up there, and put the bell icon on to all notifications. Then it should notify you that I'm live. Yeah, German mix. Yeah. It's Heidi. Heidi, come here, puppy. Hey, sweetie. She's pure German Shepherd. Come here. Hey, D, here. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. You're a nutball. You're a nutter. You're a nutter. You're a nutter. Where's your brother? Yeah, I'll get back to the cabinet somewhere. I don't know if I'll stream that stuff anymore, guys, on the cabin. We'll see how we go. Basically, it's a niche down with YouTube thing of what category I'm in and who it shows me to and stuff. So my channel is now set to auto and vehicles. But I still do self-help stuff, ADHD stuff. It's just not, when I do garage body doubling streams and stuff, it's just not tying into anything. It ended up under like education and stuff. So bit of a rework. That's why it's a bit quieter in here. It's usually 6, 10, 15 people at the moment, rather than sort of 25. It's dialed down a bit as the algorithm sort of restacks me and whatever, and some of the old subs don't like the mechanic stuff. But it's always the same message as always, right? It's about productivity. It's about building the mind, and that it's just it allows me to get work done at the same time, right? So, hey, Priest, good to see you. How are you, mate? Oh, we nearly hit 50 likes. It says 48 on mine, guys. If you want to throw a couple more before I head off. How you doing, puppy? Put it on the deck. It's gone now. It's run away. These big boys. Hey, big boy. Come here, fella. Heidi, hurry up. Get out of there. Hey, big boys. How we doing, mate? He's a big pretty boy. You're very, very affectionate and clingy, eh, fella? There's a big handsome boys. There's a handsome boys. There's a handsome boys. Yeah, there's a handsome boys. Yeah, they're smart. Yeah, for sure. Seen you a funny clip. What you decided to do? I think we're going to do the 1200 for now, bro. I'm sort of getting the dust off. It all depends on getting the 1200 running. So I'll do another stream later today. I'll go get some fuel. Hopefully we can get the 1200 to start. We might have to strip the carbs apart and clean them out. And if I'm doing that, like there's a rebuild kit available for like $80 in New Zealand. So I'll probably just order that. But we'll see how we get on. See if we can start it up. Because that bike even has the same battery as the ZX14. So all I need to put on that bike is chain and sprockets, which I bought for like 3 years ago and didn't fit. It needs tyres on it, it needs a valve cover gasket, and it needs a battery. And the battery I'll just take out the ZX14 because I just put a new battery in the ZX14 that's not been used. So it'll work out. But yeah, I don't want to, as always, I don't want to put too much time at bike stuff. I do have to prioritise that 300Z, and like as much as everything's going on, I can get it out. I can spend a day on it now. I can tinker with it, and then sort out getting some tyres and whatever. But I can't just be, fully restoring that bike right now or something. I can't suddenly take on a whole new project of, okay, I'm going to drag the 1200 out and do it because this bike broke. I can't, reshuffle everything. As tempting as it is and as much as I want to, and I really enjoy that, I do need to make sure this grey car gets its motor back in and stuff. Yeah. Hey, Tree, good to see you. Just about to head off here, Tree. I'm just wrapping it up. I've been on 2 hours 20, which is usually about my limit. Like I'll do about 2.5 hours of work and then take a break for an hour, and then then I'll run up the road. Got to change the tire on her truck and another flat tire and all that stuff. Anybody want to hit the like before I head off? We're at 49. Who wants to give us the 50? You give us a double tap on the head somewhere, and it'll put a like up there. It says 49 for me. 49 it says on my end. Alright, guys. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up, but as I said, yeah, make sure you got the notifications on the channel, the bell icon, all notifications, and then you'll know when I'm live again. But yeah, I'll probably be back. Just, yeah, keep an eye out. I'll be back in about an hour or two. We'll see how we go. I don't know. Some point today we'll do something. Right. Sweet. 50 on your side, sweet, bro. Yeah, it always counts one live for the creator. I'm not sure why, man. Alright, guys, I'm going to head off, have a coffee, have a drink and stuff. And, yeah. Take care. See you soon. Thank you all for coming by.